What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here. We're back for Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Alright, so we pretty much know for a fact that Raditz is coming after the anniversary is over in probably 5 days. I think it ends on the 8th. From what I've been seeing, a lot of information pointing to the 8th is probably the last day, or that's when the EX part will start, and it'll roll into Raditz, and then roll into the Worldwide Download Celebration. A lot of people are saying, let's skip Raditz, he's a trash card, trash everything, just get rid of him, skip the whole banner, save your stones. I disagree. I disagree mightily. Yes, the unit itself might be hot garbage, but looking at the banner as a whole, this banner has a good amount of value in it, especially for newer players that have just joined the game in the 7th anniversary. This banner has pretty good value for you. I'll go into detail now. Starting with Raditz, he's not what you want, per se. His leader skill's okay, Saiyan Saga, Pure Saiyans, Space Traveling Warriors, blah blah blah. He's not the key piece I'm looking for in this. He's an AoE unit, greatly raises attack and defense. It's not the key piece. He's not a bad unit, I mean, I don't think. I'm just hoping they're going to do to him what they did to Goku Black originally when he came to Global. He had a completely different kit, or not completely different, but quite different kit compared to when he came to Global. The JP version versus the Global version of Goku Black. So, he's not great, but he fits decent categories. He fits on two 200% teams, so maybe you could find some use for him. I'm not excited for him. This Nappa, on the other hand, I'm actually kind of excited for him. He's a 130 Saiyan Saga leader, key 3, greatly raises defense, attack 178%, raises defense up to 780%. The more HP remaining, the greater the stats boost. So right there is a ridiculously high number. Plus an additional 78% when facing one enemy for attack. Saiyan Saga support unit, key 230, and Saiyan Saga an additional support when facing superclass enemies. So most of the time you'll use him on your Saiyan Saga team. You'll be facing a super type event, so you might be getting 37 and 38% for attack and defense and key 2. And he fits in 1, 200% category, Pure Saiyan, Space Traveling Warriors, and 2, Terrifying Conquerors and Space Traveling Warriors, which is the Ginyu. So he also fits on 2 200% teams, so he would be pretty solid of a unit to run. One of the main 4 pieces why I think this banner is worthwhile for everybody that's a newer player, not necessarily veterans. This Trunks, Entrusted Will, or Android/Cell Saga. If you just started roughly around the anniversary, maybe a little before, and you're missing Android/Cell Saga, or missing those Trunks from when he came around the first time, you can get him with coins, or you could try to throw a few discount summons at this banner, which this banner we know is going to have discounts. That is my key point, is summon on this banner if it has discounts. You want to do that, because this Trunks itself is a really good unit. And when he transforms, he gets even better, and he fits multiple categories. Alright. It raises defense for one turn by 30%, so that's pretty solid. Passive skill is attack and defense 100%, plus an additional 100% to attack and defense when attacking. Great chance of launching 2 additional attacks, so 70% chance to do 2 additionals. Launches another additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack, so 70% chance to do 4 super attacks. I mean, that's not great or anything. And all of them stack defense. When he attacks, becoming a super attack every time the character attacks 2 times in battle. So he'll do guaranteed 3 attacks, which guarantees the 4 slot, so he's always doing 4 attacks. And if he does 4 supers, that's 4 defensive stacks for 1 turn on a unit that has decent defense, especially at 55%. Then he transforms, and he greatly raises attack and defense, causes immense damage. Greatly is 50% for 1 turn, by the way. Attack and defense 100%, and great chance of performing a critical hit. So 50% chance, I think, of performing a critical hit. Oh no, 70% chance of performing a critical hit. I was incorrect. Performs a critical hit once only, plus an additional attack and defense of 100% performing a super attack. Okay, so he's guaranteed a critical hit, plus an additional attack of 50 when the enemy target is in the attack down or status, or in defense down status. So right there's an additional 50. Plus additional attack when the target enemy is stunned or the target enemy's super attack is sealed. Okay, cool. High chance to stun the attacked enemy for 2 turns when all allies attacking the same turn are Android/Cell Saga category characters. So you're probably going to run this Trunks on Android/Cell Saga, Entrusted Will, Future Saga. So, like, he has a lot of good categories. This unit is pretty good for... I don't have him personally, but I've seen a lot of people use him. This unit is good. I want him. This is one of the 4 reasons why I'm summoning on this banner. Alright. Agl Kid Gohan. I don't need to go into detail on this one. This unit's just a ridiculous monster. Man stacks defense. Leads 2 decent categories. The Bond of Master and Disciple's on the better end of the categories. Stacks defense, which is awesome. He has a unit super attack when there's a Piccolo or a Krillin on the rotation. So if you're running Heavenly Events, you're going to be running Piccolo. If you're running Bond of Master and Disciple with this guy as a leader, you're generally going to be running a Piccolo side by side. Which, speaking of, there's a Piccolo on this banner that's pretty good. I'll go into him in a minute. He gets 158% defense, 158% attack when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack and defense of 58% when there's another Heavenly Events category ally attacking in the same turn, plus an additional attack of 58% and stuns enemies attacked by the character's super attack within the same turn after receiving attack. And not to mention, he gives key 3 and 58% defense to all allies. So right there, that alone is solid for any of the teams he fits on. Plus, his active skill recovers 30% HP, guards all attacks for 1 turn, and raises allies' defense by an additional 20% for 2 turns on top of his 58 when he's out there. Need I say any more? I think I just blocked the mic a little bit. My bad. Need I say any more? He fits Hybrid Saiyans, Goku's Family, Youth, Bond of Master Disciple, Planetary Destruction, Heavenly Events, and Bond of Parent and Child, which we do not have on Global yet. But Heavenly Events, literally, I'm going to skip the next unit and go straight to Piccolo, because this is one I wanted to point out. He fits on Heavenly Events. So you run this Piccolo. He stacks defense, which is awesome. Really good unit. Doesn't have much for the passive skill, but he's still a really good unit, and especially once he fuses with Kami. Reduces damage by 40%. Attacking defense 120%, greatly raises attack, so you can build up his defense and transform him. This Gogeta, really good. He fits onto now the 2 new categories that just came out. 200% leader skills. Still really good. Like this banner, and then this Gohan, or this Kid Goku, right here. Leads 2 categories you might not have if you're a newer player. Same with the Demon King Piccolo. 2 new categories you might not have. Not new categories, 2 categories you might not have. Same with the Gogeta. 2 categories you might not have. These are pretty decent units you can get on this banner, the Dokkan Festival Raditz. Don't listen to what everybody says about skipping. If you're new and you have enough stones to do the discounts. You could get someone you possibly might need or want. You make that decision if you want to summon, but this is a pretty decent banner to get some pretty decent units on. Ignoring the Raditz, that is. But here's a bunch of free leader skills you could get and have a bunch of new teams you can mess with. But thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.